Hello, everybody. My name is Chris Lemons. I'm one of the co-directors of the Stanford Cardinal Academy Summer Residential Program. We are very excited to have you coming on board this summer if you're one of our residents, and we thank you for allowing your young adult to engage in this program if you're a parent or guardian. So the purpose of this video is just to provide directions for the form that is below. Feel free to skip this if you do not think you need additional support with the directions, but if you would like a preview of what you're about to fill out, and a little bit of guidance, stick around for this video and I will try to make this quick. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen to the form. And I'm basically going to walk you through the form. So the purpose of this form is to document some agreements that we have between you, the summer resident, the parent or guardian, and our program. And this is a lot of legal language, and it is required for you, both of you, to sign it. And so hopefully these directions will make it clear what you are signing. If at any point you have questions that you would like answered before you complete your initials or signature, please reach out to me, chris.lemons@stanford.edu, or Jessamy or Lakshmi, whose email addresses are provided elsewhere. So this page is just an overview of what I just said, that it is the directions on what this form is. As I mentioned, we do want the summer resident and a parent or guardian to complete the form. It's probably most efficient if you complete it separate or together at the same time. However, if you do need to complete it separately, you will just enter XXX in the locations where the person not completing it should be initialing or signing, and we would need you to do two separate forms, and we'll just put those forms together. And I'll try to show what that looks like as I'm going through the form. And then because this language in this form is legally required, it is written at an advanced reading level. If you would like the same information presented at a lower level of reading that may be more accessible for some of our summer residents, you can download that form here by clicking on the link. On the first page, you're going to be required to provide the resident's name and email address. And I do need to fill this out in this description because it won't let me advance unless I fill this out. I'll put my mom in there. And I don't think that's her really email address, but that'll work. And let's just give her my phone number. And then down here, you will see that we need to understand the relationship between the summer resident who's completing the form and the parent or guardian. So you will just indicate if you're a parent, legal guardian, conservator, where you're going to provide more details below, or other. Anytime you click other, it will pop up where you will type that information. So I'm just going to indicate that I'm the parent, and you'll click next. The first document, or the first chunk of this document, is guardianship and decision making. Has some information about what we're looking for, and we need to understand if the summer resident is under conservatorship or not. For this document, I'm just going to click yes. If you click yes, you can see that there are various forms of guardianship that may apply. Click those that do apply. And let's just say those three. And then if you indicated at least one form of guardianship, please provide additional details. So here you would just let me know, provide some description about the things that you clicked above. And then we will need to for you to upload any related documentation through our secure portal. That will be shared. That link is shared in other emails that you will be receiving. But if you need to, you can also click here and it will open this form where you can upload those files. When you go to this form, you can only upload 3 things at a time. So if you have more than 3 files to share, you would just access this form multiple times. Here you agree that you understand our philosophy, which is to increase independence as much as possible and to honor those rights of our residents. And then the SCA resident will initial here, and the guardian will initial here. And then you will go to the next page. Here we provide some overview of FERPA and the information that we can and cannot communicate with family members. You will indicate if you authorize, you as the SCA summer resident, if you authorize us to communicate information with family members or guardians as described above or not. If you click no, we will not release as much information to family members, except as defined by legal guardianships, conservatorships, or in health and safety emergencies. And if you have questions about this, let us know, and you will again need to initial and move to the next page. This section is about a family communication plan. Our priority through the summer program is to, again, increase independence of our SCA summer residents. So we are primarily relying on them to be the primary communication with family members, and we want them to be engaged in all communication that involves them. And so the details are specified below. You can read those things. And again, you will both initial this document to indicate that you understand our communication policies. You'll go to the next page. This is the bulkiest chunk. It's the second bulkiest chunk, I think. This just has a lot of information about the laws and your rights and safety protocols that we will be following in accordance with all of the legal requirements. And it just describes those, the California Dependent Adult Law. That information is here. Title IX, Title VI, ADA, grievance and reporting procedures with some important websites and phone numbers in here should you need them. And you will be downloading a PDF of this form, so you will have all of this information. All of our staff and volunteers will have completed LiveScan, a background check, and that this just lets you know that we are doing that. We are also training all staff and volunteers in mandated reporter training, so that we make sure any events that occur, we are following all of the legal requirements to get that information reported to the necessary authorities. There is information about how we will handle your medical records, emergency protocols, and you will again initial here to let us know that you read that information and you understand how we're going to be complying with those legal requirements. This is the one that is the most bulky. So this is a Stanford required assumption of risk document that has a lot of information in it. And you can go through and see all of the legal language that Stanford asked you to sign. And you will go through this full document. If you would like to download it in its PDF form, you can click here and get that PDF. And then on this one, we actually do need you to type your full legal name. You will add your signature by signing with the mouse, saving that signature. Just click today. We'll put in today's date. And the parent or guardian will do the same. You might have better handwriting than I do right there. Put the date, and you're going to hit submit. That completes the legal document, and you can click download, and that will download it to your computer. So you will see that you have a PDF of the full document that has all the information that you just agreed to, including those phone numbers that are necessary. And you will see at the very end, it has your signatures on it. And that is the form that you will be completing. If you have any questions about that, just let us know. And I'm trying to figure out how to get back to my Zoom screen here. Let's see. Share, stop sharing. Okay, I think we're done. Okay, so that is the video that kind of hopefully provides you a little bit of directions. Again, as you're going through it, feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions, and we look forward to seeing you this summer. Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it.